Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is David Pinto. They also call me TipsWithDav. And in today's video, we are going to cover the A to Z on email marketing with Systeme.io. The reason why I want to talk about this subject is because I've done small videos in the past related to it. But today, I'm going to go through a complete overview, how to start your email marketing journey, how do you get a free funnel if you want, and everything related to email marketing. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Take it as a free class if you want, and let's hop onto my computer so I can get right into it. All right, guys, here I am on my screen. And as you can see, I'm going to be talking about the A to Z on email marketing with Systeme.io. Now, first and foremost, before I get started, I want to welcome you to the channel if you're here for the first time. This channel is all about affiliate marketing. I talk about the primary two skill sets, which I believe is super important in your journey, which is advertising, and the second one is copywriting. These are the two ones that make sense. So in terms of affiliate marketing, guys, I focus a lot on the second half on the copywriting because I do have some methods going in, and obviously I'm learning different advertising methods as well, but I focus a lot on the email marketing side and the copywriting side, which I want to go through and share with you. Now, I do use a tool called Systeme.io. I started using it a year and a half ago, absolutely for free. I built my own product or my own lead magnet there that is, driving traffic at the same time to everything that I have on the back end. And I am automating a lot of the email marketing process. I don't use any other tool. I used to use Aweber. I used to use GetResponse. I've literally stopped using any of these other platforms and just use Systeme.io, and it has improved so much in the last year that I highly recommend. If you want to get started with Systeme.io, please, you can get started. Now, the links to the free, the paid, the monthly, the annual, everything is in the description of this video. Feel free to join wherever suits you the best. For example, if you cannot afford a tool like Systeme.io, that is fine because it's available for free as well. If you want to get started with some of the strategies or with some of the techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, feel free to get the monthly plan. In fact, I suggest everybody to get the monthly plan. I'm on the monthly plan as well, but that's up to you and where you are in your journey. I don't want you guys to think this video is promotional. No, I want to train you and make sure that you do understand. If you are at that stage and you want it for a year, then go ahead and get the annual plan. You'll save 30% on that amount. Okay, so it's really up to you. I will talk about free strategies, what are the limitations, which you can use the free plan, so you can go ahead and doing that, and also how I am using the paid plan in case that is also familiar with you. Obviously, if you get the annual plan and if you join through me, feel free to reach out to me so I can support you on the journey with this tool, because that's just some as a bonus I want to give you guys and share with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about A to Z for email marketing. What are we going to cover today, guys? We're going to quickly cover, I'm going to show you in step one, let me put it this way, a quick overview on list building. Because we're talking about email marketing, first and foremost, you need to know how to build your email list. And how to build your email list, there are evergreen methods that you can use. I'm going to be talking to you just to show you a quick analysis on how it's done. And then I actually have a link to another video which shares about 3 lead magnets that you can create, or 3 lead magnet strategies, let me put it that way, that you can start to create, which will allow you to build your email list. Remember, lead magnets are actually the doors to enter into your email list. It is something that you do need, but you don't need to overcomplicate it. Like, many people think that it has to be a perfect thing, but no, you are adding value and you need to deliver on that value. If you're not delivering on that value and it's just hype and it's just clickbaity to get people on your list, then sorry, but this channel is not for you. I'm going to be talking about methods only that deliver. Then we're going to cover the technical setup of Systeme.io, tags, domain setup, etc. I will talk to you about newsletters and campaigns, and then I will also explain to you how affiliate marketing can be made on the back end with giving you a strategy. So don't forget, I am giving you the strategy. Email ecosystem on the back end. What this basically means is you're creating an ecosystem, a stacking ecosystem of different affiliate products or services. At the end of the day, affiliate marketing is sharing a product or service that you do not own, okay, so that you have you leverage that commission. Then list hygiene. This is just to take care of your email list because it's the most important asset that you can have in your business. Then a summary of all these points. Okay, so these are what I want to cover. Let's actually go through it. This is the email ecosystem, so let's just go through it. Quick overview on how to do list building. List building, guys, I have a video on my channel, but this is a form of list building. So what I do practically with my list building right here is that I am focusing on advertising. If you do not have a strategy, whether it's a paid strategy or whether it's a free strategy, you do not have a strategy that builds your email list to get people to, for example, this page that I have right here. People land on this page, they enter their first name, they enter the email address, and they get access to a course that I share with them. And this course is basically a lead magnet. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is that you want to see the only skills that are needed for affiliate marketing. Great. They decide to buy the course, which is in my case just €1. You can do it, for free also. It's absolutely fine. Or you want to have some low paid offer, you can have it $5, $10 maybe, but not more than that. Just something to get them in the door. Remember this, okay? And this is the most important thing that I will say, which a lot of people I think forget to say, is that you need to be delivering. You need to have a problem. Let's say the problem, whatever is there, you are solving, you are delivering on that solution. If you are not delivering on that solution, guys, you are just taking your leads for a run. And at the end of the day, you will not be memorable. What do I mean by this? I mean that there are so many people day in and day out signing up to so many email lists that sometimes they forget. You want to be standing out of the crowd, and you want to be making sure that you deliver on your products so that you do stand out of the crowd. That's going to help you in the long term. So that's the first thing. So you can create by having 3 lead magnets. Now on my YouTube channel, I did a quick overview. Just give me a second. All right, here I am, guys, on my channel, and you can see right here I did 3 lead magnet ideas. Now these 3 lead magnet ideas specifically, what they have to do is, one is a strategy or a standard operating process. What does the standard operating process suggest is that, again, let's say you have a YouTube schedule plan, or how to write YouTube scripts, or how to do, I'm just giving examples, right? So anything that you're already doing as a process, you start to create the process and share that process with your audience. That is, you're delivering on that process. Okay, so go through this video because it gives more details. Link is in the description, by the way. And that creates this process for you where you are able to collect emails. Okay, so this lead magnets are, and you can have multiple lead magnets going to the same campaigns, building your email list all the time, guys. In the year, you should be changing. Okay, let's say you want to now teach somebody about AI. You can have them going on AI, because the strategy that I'm going to share with you on how to do it with an evergreen setup, the email ecosystem and backend and everything is going to be cool, because you are getting an evergreen method. So it doesn't matter what your front end is, it should be an offer that's applicable for life. Or if it's a limited offer or limited lead magnet that you have, then great, you can still do that. Okay, so these are methods that you are able to collect leads. Now, how are you going to collect leads and how are you going to build your list? You're either going to use free advertising, so social media, or you're going to use paid advertising. I would suggest not to use paid advertising initially and just use free advertising, just because a lot of people don't know what it means. They spend the money and they get disoriented in a way with all the paid advertising, and they think things as a scam. No, you need to learn the skill sets before you actually apply the paid side. So go for the free methods, start building a social media brand, start doing it this way, and you are able to then collect leads. So that's the first thing to mention. Now, after you start to generate leads, basically your Systeme.io will look like this. You start to get leads coming in right here, and they keep coming in. So I have about per day, sometimes 16 leads, sometimes 2, it varies, right? It goes up and down. So these are the new leads. When the new leads come in, as I said, the evergreen method is such a way that you are basically delivering on solutions, and you can create multiple lead magnets at a time, change it after some time. You can change that page to another thing. Everything can be built within a funnel right here in Systeme.io. For example, I created a 2-step process. This is a funnel that I share with my members inside Affiliate Marketing Essentials, which is my course. This is what I share with them. But if they don't want this funnel and they want to create another funnel, which is just a lead magnet and a page, that's perfect. That's not a problem at all. It's a 2-step funnel basically that you're creating, and you can do multiple ones, change that all the time and go on, right? So this is a good thing that you have. When you do this, you basically create doors to your email list. Now, the technical setup for this, and why, sorry, I'm just going to go back to the quick overview. Why is this an evergreen method when it comes to lead magnets? Because first, you can change things, so it's always moving. Secondly, when you connect them to your email list, you can have just the initial, let's say 3 emails or 5 emails based on that specific lead magnet, and then you can take them to the official series. So you're delivering, you're giving value, but you're entering them into your ecosystem as a whole. Okay, so that's our target right here. So it doesn't matter what lead magnets you have in the front end, you can still adapt each and every time for you to have this ecosystem in the backend. But I will get to that in a second. We'll go to the technical setup within Systeme.io now. All right, guys. So I'm in Systeme.io, and just to give you an idea of the technical setup, when you get here, you will have no emails, you'll have no leads, no nothing. First and foremost, what you need to do is set up tags. Okay. This is very important. Now, what is a tag? A tag with Systeme.io is basically an email list. Okay, it serves two purposes. One, it serves the purpose of having email lists, as we call them, and then secondly, it serves the purpose of for automations. So think of your tags as potential. They need to have a purpose. Okay, so you're tagging them for a certain outcome. So for example, I know the most basic ones. I know that there are people who join my email list that decide not to buy my course, which is just €1, but they decide not to buy it, right? You're not going to get 100% conversion. So those people who don't buy it go onto a tag called AME course, where I know my fundamental aim for this person is to get them onto my buyers list, to get them onto my course. That is the main aim for me as a marketer, but they have joined my email list. Okay, so that tag is joining my email list, and I know that they are free members. So it's serving this purpose for me also as a marketer to know my audience better, right? So majority of my leads, for example, you can see are on my free. Then I have 110 buyers, and I have other people on my broadcast list, and so on and so forth. This is kind of how I look at it. Where's the majority? Am I converting? What's happening right here? So tags allow you to identify what kind of customers you have and create lists. Okay, that's first thing. How do you set up a tag? Simple. You can just go to tags and then create a tag right here and add the name of whatever tag. You can do test tag, whatever tag you want, you can add it right here. Now, just so that we're on the same page, I'm going to go to Systeme.io. I'm going to go to pricing so that you guys understand. With the free plan, let's just talk about tags. With the free plan, you can have just one tag. Does this limit? Yes and no. You can start, so if you want to do the list building method as I shared, and have just a lead magnet going out for free to build your email list, then having one tag is absolutely fine. Okay, it's not a problem, because the purpose there is they join your email list, and then you can then automate it or not using newsletters or campaigns and so on and so forth, but you don't need to do that, right? So for example, let's say if you have multiple newsletters, you can automate that with newsletters also. Tags, one tag is more than enough in my opinion. If you're just getting started off, that's fine. If you're someone like me who at least needs to have two lists for buyers and non-buyers, or even if you want to have people who click and people who don't click, so that you can push them out of your list, you don't need to keep them on that, and so on and so forth. Or if you want to have some kind of other automations, then you would need the startup plan at least. Why? Because the startup plan, as you can see, goes from 1 tag to 10 tags, which means 10 lists at least you can have. Highly recommend that. I'm on the startup planner at the moment, but that's just want to explain tags. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then we go to the emails section right here. How do you set everything up besides? So the tags are the first thing that you need. And then you need a few other things. So I'm going to go to help section so that you guys can see. We go to help here. And then I'm going to go not to deliverability. Yeah, deliverability. Let's go to deliverability. And we go to emails. And this is going to be a help section that is super important. Why? Because first and foremost, you want to authenticate your domain. You need to buy an email domain, guys. This is a setup that is 100% a must. So you can go to GoDaddy, you can go to Namecheap, you can go to any place that gets you an email domain. And for example, I have it on GoDaddy that I have an email domain, and that email domain I have integrated here within Systeme.io. So if we go to settings, and sorry, just give me a second, guys. Okay, so here I am in settings, and if I go to emails, you can see right here, I have a domain. So I have a domain that's verified right here. This basically means that my email that I send out goes from instead of at gmail.com, it will go at getpaidwithdave.com. This is very easy to buy. The email address is right here. Yes, you need to buy it. Yes, it costs. So even as a free member, I would suggest always at least have an email domain. Well, come what may, you should be having an email domain, because if you want to take yourself professionally in this space and you really want to convert, having an email domain, guys, is super important. It also helps with your email deliverability. It helps you be in the inbox get opens and so on and so forth. The IP is not harmed by it also. So please highly consider getting an email domain from either GoDaddy or from a Namecheap. So that's the first that I wanted to share with you, and that you need to verify here. So let me just summarize this setup correctly because it's very important. First, you need to get an email domain. Okay, you need to get an email domain. Once you get your email domain, you need to set up your email domain right here, verify everything. That is how your email domain is set up. If you want a double opt-in, you can get a double opt-in. You can even edit the confirmation email, so on and so forth. So this is another thing. That's just to show you. This is the section right here. Now in Systeme.io, you can also find the help section right here, which has everything related to the email domain, how to set up everything. So for example, if I scroll down, actually go to the second page right here, let me just put, you need to, after you buy a domain, you need to create a DMARC record and then add this DMARC record into your GoDaddy and everything. So everything is right here. It's all in the section of deliverability. So if you go to deliverability, emails, deliverability, and they say, how do you authenticate your domain for sending emails, right? It's the first thing right there. So here you see how to authenticate it. And then it will talk to you also about DMARC, and then you do the whole DMARC setting because it's important. Okay, so those are the two things that are needed 100%. Otherwise, everything will not function with Systeme.io. You need that. Pretty simple. If you have any questions here, feel free to ask at any point of time. I will answer you guys and so on. After you have the DMARC and everything else, you go back to Systeme.io and you set up everything within emails itself. So now you have your tags and you have your email domain set up. This is brilliant. We can move on to actually the next point we mentioned right here, which is newsletters and campaigns. So let's go to newsletters and campaign. Within Systeme.io, you see that here it says newsletters in the under the emails tab, newsletters and campaigns. So after you've set up everything, okay, so here I am on my in the back office, as I mentioned, of Systeme.io, and now you have done a few things. First and foremost, you have a funnel that you have a tag. Sorry, let's just go step by step. You have a tag created. Okay, you have a tag created. You have created a funnel which you know that you're going to be doing some list building with. So you've created that two-step funnel. But let me just use this as an example. You've created this two-step funnel and you haven't connected everything yet, but the landing page will basically look like something like this, right? And the button will have a submit email form. This is super important. Then we'll talk about the automations and everything else, but this is super important. Okay, so you do that, you have a funnel, and then you go to the emails tab, and you in the emails tab, you have newsletters, campaigns, and statistics. Now, let me just cover these things so that it's clear. The first, newsletters, is as is. It's a newsletter or a broadcast, as I call it. So I use the newsletter feature to broadcast to my emails, to my list, to send them another let's say a promotion for this week, or an email that I made a YouTube video and then I send it to my list. I send it through newsletter. Okay, that's how I personally use newsletters. You can schedule newsletters. You can try to even have triggers in the future, workflows and everything related to newsletters. But basically, it is something that you're informing your entire email list. When you create a newsletter, guys, you will have certain options, and the email function I will just show you as a test. You can create one, and I will make sure that your name is there. So you can change this if you want, but your email address will be the email domain that you already authenticated. Okay, I'm going to go to classic editor, hit save, comes up here, and this is the email editor. This is what you will get familiar with. So if you want to send an attachment, if you want to, yeah, basically send an attachment, you can as well. Otherwise, everything else is within the email itself that you're creating, right? But as you can see right here, you have to send it to specific lists. If you're on the free membership, you'll be able to create only one tag. So you'll have just one tag. If you're like me, then you can select specific target audiences that you want to send that email to. Okay, it's just a basic structure to show you how it works. Then you can save and schedule it. You can save and send it immediately. You can save and test it if you want before, so on. So that's newsletters. Let's go to campaign. Campaigns are basically automated email sequences that you create within Systeme.io that does the marketing for you. So you will sign up to my funnel or sign up to my list building for a specific offer or a specific lead magnet, and I deliver that. I could deliver this whole lead magnet through a campaign that I built that goes automatically. So whether I sleep or not, it's still functioning for me. So that's what a campaign is. The purpose of a campaign is taking the customer through a journey through email. Okay, so it's very important you understand the purpose of a campaign. The way I work with campaigns is pretty simple. Anybody that joins, I have campaigns for everything. Anybody that joins a specific list goes through a series. I like to explain this as a simple method of you have, let's say, 5 days or 10 days of just talking about that primary offer or primary lead magnet. Why? Because you want to deliver on that solution. Remember, they're signing up to your list for a specific reason. You need to deliver on that reason. And then after that, you start to share your experiences, nurture them, talk about your life, give them share them stories. But at the same time, you're talking, and that those storytelling and this whole email marketing strategy shows that there's a product attached to all of that. So it can be affiliate products, it can be tools like Systeme.io, it can be domain hosting, it can be anything affiliate marketing related, because you have so many offers that you can be affiliated with and share it to your list. Don't bombard them, obviously, but you can also have this already set up in your campaign. So you do the whole marketing once, let's say, and then people go through that journey, right? So I have, for example, I have a 60-day email campaign for both my free leads and also the buyers follow up, right? Which go through a series of in the 60 emails, they go through first delivering the product, which is affiliate marketing essentials, and then talking to them about other similar products or services that I use that help me with my marketing, that are adding value to that specific area, or talking about copywriting. Today, for example, I made a sale at the time when I'm shooting this video. Today, I made a sale on a small course, which is a $7 course. I made a sale on that. That's an affiliate sale that I made, okay, an affiliate commission that I made. So I'm providing services or providing offers, small to big, mid to low, low ticket to high ticket, that all add value to the person itself. And they can decide whether they want to get it or not. No one's forcing the sale. This is just how it is. All of this is automated within the follow-up. So it does the selling and telling for me throughout. That's what a campaign is. And then you have, in the last section here, you have statistics. The way that statistics works within Systeme.io is simple. They have pools. You start off with the basic pool, which I'm not sure what it is. Then there's low risk, moderate risk, and then high risk. As you can see, I'm in the moderate risk because I had some issues with my emails in the past, and I'm now working towards getting to low risk. I think I'll get there soon enough. I'm on a good track to get there. But this is what happens. And they put this into pools just so that they don't stop you or they don't hurt your IP address in the long term, but you are using good practices for deliverability, you're using less spam, you're being realistic. So it's very important for Systeme.io to check these things. So what they do check is the open rates. So your open rate should be 20% and above. I'm working towards that. As you guys can see, mine is 16% so far. The percentage of bounce emails, which will always be there, needs to be low, and that's about it, right? Those are the few things that are needed on a statistical level. And then they also look at spam words and everything else, but it all impacts your either opens and bounce rate. So that's why this is important. Aim is to get a 20% right. So that's just to show you the statistics. This is how the email marketing is with Systeme.io. I hope that makes sense. So we talked about tags, we talked about domain setup, we talked about newsletters, and we talked about campaigns. Email ecosystem on the back end. Let's talk about this, guys, because here I prepared a little bit of a presentation because I wanted to, not lose track of what I'm saying. I want to give you an idea what it means, right? So now let's take it for granted that you're using a funnel or a software is generating a list for yourself. So you're giving a lead magnet to a person, they hop onto your email list, and now the email list needs to be nurtured. What you're doing with the nurturing is that how is your email list nurtured? As I said, first and foremost, you're delivering on the promise that you're giving. You have a promise, you're delivering on that promise to help them solve that problem. After which you can share about yourself, share about your journey, talk them, ask your emails to reply back to you so that there's a back and forth. Also helps, by the way. I pretty much have every single day somebody reaching out to me, and that shows me my engagement levels of the emails. But it also on the back end helps me market better because they see a real person on the other side. So that makes sense. So build a nurtured email list within a specific amount of time. Let's say 5 days you have for that product delivery. Next 5 days you have on added value or nurturing that lead, and then after that is a 20 email sequence, or which is you can do all in a campaign, right, which focuses, or even 50, 100, some people even have 365 days after that. So if they don't buy anything, they go onto the email ecosystem, stacking ecosystem backend. If not, they go on to another journey. So that's how bigger marketers kind of segment their list, right? So if they do a specific action, they go here. If they don't do the specific action, if they do another specific action, they go to another list altogether, and they separate these two things, right? So you're building an affiliate stacking system. An affiliate stacking system, as I mentioned, is simply products or services that you are aligned with that have an impact on your list and the people that you're sharing it with. So they may not join you directly in what you're promoting, but maybe there's a third offer that interests them a little bit more, and you're an affiliate for that, so you're getting a commission on that, and you stack that up. That could be affiliate stacking. Stacking ecosystem, in my opinion, Jonathan Montoya speaks about this and explains this very well. So if you haven't checked out Jonathan Montoya, then please go ahead and do check out Jonathan Montoya, because he explains it very clearly. I'm not here to share those details, and he has a real good structure. The stacking system is basically adding elements of low ticket offers, adding elements of recurring offers, so getting that recurring income coming in. So let's say software like Systeme.io is something, as an example. I have it there. If you go for the paid plan, then I'm getting recurring commissions on that, right? So those are the options that are available. Tool, software, services, these are things. And then also other higher ticket products. That could be a coaching for your own products, or could be a coaching for an affiliate product as well. Other tools and products that you are using regularly, this ecosystem might start small. This is what I want to tell you. Do not be afraid of not having a lot of things. You don't need to join everything under the sun. You don't need to have a lot of affiliate offers, but your ecosystem can start building based on your journey as a marketer. For example, I personally started off with having some products, one-time products. I have a couple of softwares, but my software list includes TubeBuddy, includes Canva, includes offers like this, which I know that I'm using for free or paid, and I just wanted to be an affiliate for it. And maybe I can get a commission on the back end, but it's not like I'm not heavily pushing somebody down. If you want to start using Canva, great, you can use Canva. If you want to start using TubeBuddy, great, you can start using TubeBuddy, just to give you an idea, right? So these are the thought processes. Start small, and then your portfolio, as you as a marketer and a business owner also improve, then it grows. Value videos that convert to sales. This is super important. This is also a hack that you can use. So a video like this, where I'm doing a training for 30 minutes or whatever it is on a specific topic, I can now send it to my email list. But do you think it makes sense to send an email to my email list just with this video? Or I will show you another way. However, I would suggest, if you're doing this way, you might need the paid plan with Systeme.io, because at times you cannot have, maybe if you want to create enough sales pages, it's fine, you can have this as well. But let's say you have a video like this, and I'm going to show you guys so you guys can actually see. Okay, so let's just exit this slideshow. Sorry about that. And I'm going to go to Systeme.io. Here we go. And we'll just go to funnels. I'm going to go to my course right here. I'm going to show you an example. Okay, let's use monthly paid membership so that you guys can see. So this one, sorry, not this one. Personal experience. Perfect. So let's say this is a personal experience. I don't want to use that. I want to show you guys something that makes, aha, this is the perfect one. This is an email that has to do with affiliate networks. Okay, so I wrote an email to my email list about affiliate networks. Let me just pause this. I wrote an email about affiliate networks, and I shot this video. I spoke about ClickBank, spoke about Warrior Plus. I'm not selling any product or service here. I'm purely educating my list, okay? Now I've sent them this YouTube video. This page I've created with Systeme.io, very simple page that has the title right here, has the video right here. And then if I scroll down here, guys, what does it have here? If I click on this, it takes me to a product. So I'm talking to them about Warrior Plus, and then below I basically have a product or service that they can get access to immediately, which is the same thing that I would do in my YouTube video, right? I would have a link in the description, but instead of sending my YouTube video, I'm embedding my YouTube video on a page and having the button there. This converts much more on an email list and is not spammy, because the decision is up to them whether they want to get instant access or not, right? It's a sales page. It's up to them whether they want to get instant access. And at the same time, you're delivering the value. You're delivering a course. You're delivering that option that you're available, and is making it much more easier for you to get a sale this way. Does it affect your views? It could affect your views. But at the end of the day, we want to use your email list to convert, right? If you're not using your email list to convert, then what's the point? So this is within the ecosystem strategy. Instead of sending just to value videos and sending it to your YouTube video, why not create a page like this? This will take you time, depends how long your email campaign is, but in the long term, it's worth it. So how do you go about doing all of this? So we spoke about this entire entire structure, entire strategy, so on and so forth for ecosystem, but how do you go about actually creating it? So as I said, you have your funnel, you have your tags. Okay, so let's just go to my two-step funnel. You have your funnel, you have your tags that are created. You also maybe have created an email campaign. By the way, just to show you, you go to campaigns right here, just click on create, add the name of your campaign, and that's it. You can save, and that's how easy it is to create a campaign. So just to show you. But now you want to put all these three things together, right? So you go to funnels. Let's say that you've created this two-step landing page and you need to connect your landing page to the funnel. We are now going to set some automation rules. I wouldn't set up the automation rules here. You can do it, but I wouldn't set up the automation rules here. What I would do is go to automation, go to rules, and then click on create. This will open this structure right here. Now, with this structure right here, what you want to do is have a trigger and have an action. So you have a trigger of, first and foremost, somebody opts into your funnel. I personally put tag added. Okay, so they have opted into your email list, and let's say they're getting that email course, right? If they do, the basic tag that they're going to have is that AME course or whatever the test tag that you have there. Then what is the action when this person and this tag is added? So when this tag is added, I want a campaign to be triggered. So you will see. And now I will say AME follow-up. This does simple thing of connecting your sales process, your funnel, to an actual email campaign. So you set up your email campaign, you set up your automation. Now you save the rule, okay? Save the rule. And this is one rule that is saved. Now, if I go back to the funnels just to show you, and I go to two-step funnel, and one second, guys. Let me just go back to rules. Oh yeah, okay. Let me just edit this. Sorry. Right. Sorry, I made a mistake, guys. My bad. I'm gonna do this part a little bit again. So this is good that you saw the mistake. I'm not gonna edit this part. I want you guys to see. So I made a mistake. I said tag added. Basically, I need before the tag to be added, I need the funnel step to be subscribed. So let's remove this and say funnel step from subscribed. So when somebody comes to my landing page, they need to subscribe. So this funnel step from subscribe will basically occur when a contact has subscribed through a form. Okay. Which funnel? Let's say two-step funnel. Okay. Close this. I'm going to do this all over again. Which step? We choose the landing page. Simple. What's the trigger there? Basically, we want to add a tag. We want to add a tag, and let's say we want to add the basic tag that's there. Okay. So when they sign up for, or when they add the email address, they'll get a tag. This is the action. Additionally, when this happens, I also want them to have another action. Once the tag is added, I want them to also be subscribed to an email campaign. And let's say it's the follow-up campaign. Okay, so this is a more complex rule, but it is more realistic, right? So somebody signs up, logic. It's just logic. Someone signs up to my email list, they get added a tag and also a campaign, and we saved. Okay, yeah, okay. So it's not letting me do it because let me just change it. Okay, let's just do this just to show you guys. Tag added. Yeah, let's tag broadcast and just for, yeah, let's do this. Map newsletter updates. Tag is map newsletter updates and follow up is map. Okay, just so you guys understand, I want to show you that it's working. Okay, so we want, because I've used that other tag before, so it might create confusion, but this I haven't used before, so it should be pretty simple. Two-step free funnel. This tag is added and this campaign is followed up, and let's save. Done. Now I go to the two-step funnel just to show you, and if I go to automation rules, it doesn't show you anything here, right? So let me just refresh this page and let's see what shows. Here you go. So now you can see that there is a rule. What is the rule? When somebody signs up to that, subscribes to the form, the tag is added and they subscribe to a campaign. There you have it. Okay, so now what you've done is you've set up not only the sales process, but you've done this. So once somebody lands onto your landing page, they also get an email that then starts a different campaign and starts to build out your email list. So now we have done the quick overview, we've done the technical setup, we've done what are newsletters and campaigns. We've also spoken about the email ecosystem and backend. Now you are building your email list and you want to do some list hygiene. So we're going to list hygiene is pretty simple. There are a couple of ways that you can clean your list with email with your email list here on Systeme.io. So you go to contacts first and foremost, and you can now start to select contact state. Let's say that you want to delete the unsubscribed people. You go to unsubscribed. You'll see that I personally don't have any unsubscribed people here, so that's good and that's fine. And go to bounced is another way. Again, here nothing. And now I will go to not make a payment, but just to show you that you can filter things based on contact date. So what I do basically, I filter it from not a payment because my lead magnet costs €1. So whoever has not made a payment so far and has had no email activity for at least 2 months, zero email activity for 2 months, and who added at least 2 months prior. So I only want to delete my inactive leads, and you can see there are 7 inactive leads. So I'm going to just select them all, because if for 2 months you're not reading my emails, I'm fine with you getting off my list. I'm going to delete all of these and I'm cleaning my list this way. They are off the list. So just to show you, that's how I personally do it. And all of these are now deleted. If I refresh the screen, you will see that now the emails are 7 people less. Okay, 2 to 8 now. So that's one way of cleaning a list. The other way that you can clean your list and do a bit of list hygiene is that you can go to the settings, I believe, settings right here. Go to the emails tab. And here, if you scroll down, you'll see testing, double opt-in, and then automatic list cleaning. So for example, if you want every week, unsubscribe all contacts who have not opened any email for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. You can go up to 26 weeks. Okay, so and who have never purchased anything from purchased anything. So this talks about this automation is a kind of automatic one that they do. They will delete. So I will delete never purchased and never opened, no open and no purchase. There's another automation that's here. Every week unsubscribe all contacts who have not opened any email for X amount of weeks. This you can define, and who have already purchased something and purchased something. So a buyer and a non-buyer. Basically, you can automate who's a buyer and a non-buyer. And if somebody has purchased something, then great, they're going to stay on your list because they need to open. But there's a delete and unsubscribe, which is super important. You can choose whether if you want to delete or just unsubscribe the person. I personally delete them because I don't want people who are there to just stay on my email list for what reason. I don't need unsubscribed. I need people who are seriously wanting to open my email addresses. Okay, so that's another way to do a list hygiene. These are the two ways. But yeah, otherwise you can go to contacts, filters here on the side, and then filter as much as you can and do everything else. That being said, I just want to give you an example. Let me just choose an email address. Let's just choose this person as just hypothetically. And I want to show you in this option, if you go to, let's say you click on this person, when you click on like when you put the tick mark right here, select the person, you'll see that there are more actions on the bottom right corner here. So in case you need any more actions, you can subscribe to another campaign, for example, unsubscribe from a specific campaign, export, add a different tag. These are more actions that you can add for each contact that's available. Okay, so just to let you know that this is how it works with Systeme.io. Okay, summary, quick overview. How do you build an email list? Use your lead magnets to start building an email list. How do you promote that email list? How do you promote this lead magnet? You do it on social media, start out for free. And then if you want to go for paid methods, you can go for paid methods, but I would start out for free. This is just something that is needed. Okay, this is how you build your list. Evergreen method is having different different lead magnets that are doors to your offer, to your ecosystem, and so on and so forth. Always deliver on your email, on your lead magnets. That's the first thing. Secondly, technical setup. You know how to do your tags. First and foremost, get your domain set up. Then you go and get your tags set up. And then you start to build out your funnel and connect all of those three things together and have your automations in place, right? So those are the technical setup. Newsletters would use to as a one-off emails to send to your entire list or a specific list. Campaigns, automate. Email ecosystem on the back end basically is a way to stack different different affiliate products and services or offers that you own to your audience, and therefore creates kind of a passive income, because all you need to do is then focus on advertising, and then everything happens in the back end organically over time. You have to give it time, and you have to keep advertising, advertising, advertising. That's your main focus, because everything is taken care of on the back end. List hygiene, clean the people who do not want to be, because if you're not interested to stay in my environment, why do you need to be there? That's simply put. So make sure that you do your list hygiene, and that's about it. Guys, do you have any questions related to email marketing with Systeme.io? Please do let me know in the comments. If you need me to cover any specific aspect of this tool, I spend pretty much every day on this tool. I use it every single day, and I want to share this information with you guys, okay? So make sure that you do subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will catch up with you on the next video on Friday, which I'm doing a review basically on the paid traffic sources that I use. If you want to learn the strategy that creates an advertising budget for myself, and then I use that as a paid method so I don't have to use social media so much, then you can find the link in the description of this video. Otherwise, everything else, resources, whatever you need for Systeme.io is there in the description. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Reach out to me if you need anything, and I will see you guys on the next one.